Hello there, welcome in. This is episode 2 of our Enshrouded playthrough, reclaiming and renovating the town of Orville, which is in the newest Valewater biome. So let's take a break from the world, take a deep breath, get comfy, and let's explore somewhere quieter. I'm Seattle Witch, and this is our soft-spoken gaming series, Quiet Worlds for Noisy Days. All right, now we need to pick a new place to work on, a new area here. I don't know why that popped up. Get that Twitch drop thing pops up every once in a while. Don't know why. All right, so let's do a little bit of work out here. I think I want to make this area a little bit bigger. I might extend out this walkway here, I think. I think right here what I want to do is I actually want to put some of this in here, the foundation. Maybe like so. And so I do want to put planters here. Yeah, let's do one more here. So take that out and should we just make this a square? Why not? Let's just make this a square. Like so. Yeah. I think I might want to take this back a little. This is me being finicky as I can get on occasion. I just feel like if we're going to have a little walkway here, then I want it to be a bit more open there. That's pretty good. Okay, so then we should finish this here. Oops. I'll do most of the landscaping usually when I'm pretty well done with the buildings. But since this is like right in the middle of where I'm renovating, I wanted to get this part fixed. Okay. See how this building is here. Okay, this building's in pretty good shape. At least the structure is. Just a little bit of floor work. Let's go ahead and do that while we're in here. Why not? these vines come up everywhere. It's part of the fertile dirt for this area. And is it ever fertile? It's hard to get rid of it, honestly. Okay. And then I might ultimately make this into where my storage goes. I could put like storage in here. I've not decided yet, though. It also kind of depends on how much I plan on doing. Sometimes I go in and I renovate a town, and then I don't really do much, and then I move on to the next one, because renovating them is what I like to do, what brings me joy. But sometimes I'll like make it a proper base, in which case I will go ahead and like bring the craftspeople in and such. Okay. There wasn't this much stuff here before. They really, really added a lot to this town with the last update, or one of the last updates. Because right after this biome, the Veil Water biome, which was the last biome that they opened, right after that happened, I came in and I redid this town on a different save. And there's just a lot more stuff here now than there was before. It's a fair bit different. All right. Let's see what we want to do next here. It's a building in this corner that's pretty run down. This one here. Let's redo this one. Okay, so first thing is, let's see what we're working with here. Okay, looks like we have some boarded up doors. No roof to speak of. Okay. So let's get rid of all this stuff. And then we'll start clearing out the rubble. Okay, do we get all the things that need to be dismantled? I think so. Okay. It's always pretty satisfying going through and cleaning out a bunch of rubble. I have my back door open where I'm sitting in my computer room there's a sliding glass door that goes to the backyard. I have that door open because it's warm out and the breeze feels nice. But my wind chimes are really active today. I guess it's a bit windy out. I've been curious if those sounds are going to come through on the video. I don't think they are. I thought about closing the door, but then I thought wind chime sounds are pretty nice, actually. Pretty relaxing. I think it's okay if they come through. Just looking here. Okay, so it looks like I don't want to go over too far. Okay. When I stream on Twitch, they can actually hear things going on in my backyard. There's a residential road behind my house. So there's I have quite a large backyard and then a fence, and then there's a residential road that's actually not very busy. Only gets a car every few minutes. But there's this one, I think it's like a neighbor kid, and he rides like a motorcycle, but I don't think it's like a regular street bike. It's some kind of a dirt bike, and it's super loud. And he drives back and forth all the time. I don't know, maybe he's doing errands for his mom, or maybe he's out joyriding. I have no idea. But when he goes by, if I'm streaming with the door open, they can always hear it. It's kind of funny how it's kind of become a feature of the stream. This is so overgrown. Quite a different vibe here than Polaris Falls, huh? But what I really love about doing this biome is that I can plant so many more trees and luscious plants and the stuff that goes on the walls, the flowers, like the purple flowers. Boy, this is so high. I'm gonna have to go really low to get this stuff out. Okay. I'm trying. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to build out this flooring here because it's gonna be kind of tricky walking around otherwise. Okay, so let's get this sorted here. Okay, so I think what I want to do here is let's do... I want to do like a pool here. Let's try that again. Yeah. So let me take that out. And clean this out. Okay, and I'm gonna dig this down a ways. Oops, getting dark. Can't see. Gotta go make it daytime. pretty at night, though, isn't it? I love how you can hear like owls and wolves and different things at night. All right, let's go make it daytime, though, so we can keep moving. And just like so. Okay. Okay. So I do have a plan for that I will implement a little later. All right, so let's work on this. So let's think about what this is. So it feels like an open air building to me. Well, open air right now because it doesn't have a roof. But it's like it has all these big, maybe it's like a storage building or something. Okay. All right. Let me throw some foundations in here as well. Just make it easier to get around. Okay. What is this mess? Let's clean this up too. Goodness. Let's see. Let's use this. It's so overgrown. It's so hard to get rid of these ferns. Like, I can't even. Okay. That looks like a planter. Yeah. All right. We'll clean it up more later, but at least now it's a little more easier to walk around anyway. Okay, so we've got these doors, so it seems like there should be another one over here. All right, so let's add this one to have a little more control here. I don't want to add the really big one. So if we were to have another one of these doors here, maybe put it like right here. Seems about right. And then let's clean that up. Probably use that. Is that? Let's see if this is the same size. No, it's a little bigger than that. Okay. And then look like it kind of matches? I think so. It looks like it's about the right height and everything. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Gosh, this roof. Ooh. It's gonna be a little tricky. Okay, how am I gonna get up there? Let's see. Oop. Okay. Maybe it won't be that tricky actually, now that I look at it. We may be able to just slap this on there. Is that too high? Yes, just a little bit. Gonna do the outer part and then I will do the under layer from underneath, I think. That's what I'm thinking. Oops. Okay. Getting this fixed up here. There we go. Sweet. Okay, that was a lot easier than I was thinking it was going to be, I must say. All right, now we need to do the underside. So, get some scaffolding up here. And then I need light. Okay. So now we need to put another roof, but the palm leaf roof underneath. Try that again. There we go. Then, of course, I'll need to go up top and see if any of it is poking through, because that definitely happens. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's go. Wow. Looks pretty good. Nothing poking through to fix. Let's go. Okay. Can I get back up there? Apparently not. I need to get these lights down or they'll be impossible to get down later because they're too high and I can't reach them. Oh, my stars. Okay. There we go. So complicated. Checking around here. Cool. All right, so now we get to work on this out here, which is the fun part. If I can get that to go down. There we go. Okay. This wall here. And so, okay. Then extend it down further. All right. And over here as well. Oh, we found the bottom. Nice. All right, now I want to make this a planter, but I also think I want to put a water feature here. And let's do the same thing here. Okay. Cool, cool. All right, so do I want to make this whole thing a water feature? Let's put a floor in down here. Oops. If I'm going to have water go in here, I need to try to keep as few holes as possible because water will do its thing. And go everywhere. Physics are not perfect in this game, but it does have them. Okay. All right, so I think I know I want to do a water feature, but I also want planters. So maybe we do something like this. But again, a bit more, maybe like so. Yeah. Do a little planter there. Maybe I do want to bring this up a bit. Maybe I want to bring it up by 1. Maybe. We'll see. I could always take it back down. Okay. So let me go grab a water source. Okay, so need that. Okay, I need this and I need this. Okay. Get up there. Oops. All right. Not sure exactly where. Let's put it here. Yeah, and then we need to get these in right away before we flood out here. It's kind of cute, yeah? And then we can put, let's see. Let's add some underwater mud. And we can add in some underwater luminous growth, as they call it. So it'll glow at night. Nice. Okay. Then we'll put some plants in here. Let's see. Let's put, do we have any fertilized soil? No. Let's go up to Polaris We'll grab some fertile soil from there. Okay. All right, here we go. That's what we're looking for. Let's grab some moss as well. All right. I named the town Maui. You ever been to Maui? It's nice there. Okay. Let's fix this here. There. Yeah, like so. Okay. Okay, so we want fertilized farm soil, which makes things grow fast and big and okay. And then the same over here. Oops. Good thing I can swim. All right. Okay, so let's plant plants. Let's do all right, so let's plant some plants. Let's do, I really like the ginger. Should we do some bamboo? Some bamboo. And a few of those. A few of those, maybe. Actually, think about this for a sec. I should probably, be nice to have some plants up here. Let's make this area up here look nicer too. Okay, so I'm just going to put down a layer of soil so that I can plant some things in here. Okay. And let's see. So kind of looking here what I've got to work with. Let's do some of these. These are really pretty and they get really big. And then, I don't know if these will get big enough to see from down there. But we'll find out. So here, let's do like a bamboo and a couple of those. And then one of those. So we can change this if we like. It looks a little too manicured. We want to make it look more wild. Could do that pretty easily. Okay. And then we can do this too. All right, so let's do and then we add in some of this. Like so. This can get, I've definitely gotten carried away with this in the past. So I try to get you out of control. Not doing this wall over here yet because I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do there. All right, so let's let those plants have some time to grow. And in the meantime, let's do some more around here. Okay. Polaris Falls is definitely like my favorite town because I love mountains and cold and snow. But I also really, really love the lushness of this entire biome. The biomes that were available before this were a desert, and I'll do a desert build too for the channel here. A desert and the mountains. So coming into this biome after those was pretty cool. The desert's pretty lush actually, but not like this. Kind of want to leave some of this kind of wild, like I don't want it to be like super manicured. There's terrain poking up through here, so I'm just trying to get rid of that. All right, so let's go ahead and do this area. And the wall. Tuck that under there. Whoops. Okay. Over there. There we go. Take out the old dirt and put it with new dirt. Because I want it to be the fertile dirt. Okay, and then let's put okay. We'll see how that looks when it grows up a bit. It's like we need some more flooring down here. There we go. I just love taking stuff that's all, whoops, stuff that's all broken and falling apart and make it look nice. It's just super satisfying. And I've said that a couple times this time. I think it's just because I really like this town a lot. Okay. My wind chimes are going crazy. You guys will have to let me know if you can hear them. I can't hear them like when I listen back, but I'm always kind of surprised because they're pretty loud. But I've never noticed when I'm editing. Getting close to the edge of or I want to go right now. This building over here will probably be next. And we still have some work to do on this building too, don't we? Oops. Currently 2:15 in the afternoon. I'm yawning. Have been up since 4:30. Okay, looks like we've got some issues with this roof here. I think I can fix this, but let's see. Okay, and then if we... Yeah. Oops. Much better. Look funky here. Oops. There we go. Okay. All right, this side looks all right. Oh, these are starting to grow. Let's see. How's it looking? Wow, those bamboo are tall, aren't they? These daylilies are so big. All right. Let's do just a planter here. See what other plants I have. I don't want to just use the same 3 plants over and over again. Let's see. Okay, so... Oh, I had them on me. Okay. All right, what other plants can we put in here? Let's see. Some of this I'm not sure, like, how big it gets. But we can experiment and find out. Okay, do I have one of those? What is that? That is one of these. Okay. Let's do like a couple more of those. Can we do another one? Yeah. And then some of these. Let's see how that looks. Okay. And I need to think about what I want to do here. Probably some more trees. I think that's a mangrove tree. And I do believe I have one of those. Yeah. I wonder if I should do like a... I think I might do a walkway through here, though. Yeah, let's do a walkway through here. So I'm going to pull this down. Maybe I should use the bigger one here. This is a little tricky, but let's see if I can get this to work. Okay. Okay, so... And then we want to do this. Probably to about there, I think. And bring this back a little bit farther. Yeah. That's good, I think. Let's fix this wall that I kind of destroyed. Okay. I feel like I'm getting the hiccups. Be a little hard to make soft-spoken ASMR video if I have the hiccups. Okay. Yeah, I like that. It opens it up a bit. Problems with this corner, though. All right. All right, that's better. cute. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I hope you found a chance to relax, unwind, or simply escape somewhere quieter for a little while. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Good night.